Alright. Alright, what video am I supposed to upload today? Oh. Oh god. How's it going, everybody? It's me, Mischief, here. Thank you all so much for all of your submissions into the roast, into the roast.
Nope.
Thank you all so much for dropping your sonas down and the rating your sonas. Fuck my life.
Nope.
Thank you all so much for rating. Fuck. I can't say the intro correctly.
Nope.
Thank you all so much for dropping your sonas down on the Twitter post that I made where I'm going to be rating your sonas, and today we are going to be doing such that. I'm going to be rating all of your sonas, whether I like them, whether I don't like them, or whether I think they're okay. No, I'm not going to be sugarcoating this. I'm going to be brutally honest, and if you don't like my opinion, I apologize, but I'm going to be brutally honest, and I really don't have anything else to say regarding that. If I don't like your Sona, I don't like your Sona. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I apologize. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the Sonas. First up, we have Risky the Fox. We have Risky the Fox here. This is a red fox with a white belly. And overall, I think that he's got a pretty generic design, I will say. Like a red fox. I like the different colored ears, and I like the separation of the colors on the tail. I like that a lot. I do like the little charismatic little photo you got right here in the gray hoodie. My character also has a gray hoodie, so I am kind of partial to that. I like the brown hair. I like the gray paw beans. I like that a lot. We do have this other piece of art here where it's him actually wearing the hoodie and sticking out his tongue at me. Thank you. I do like this one a lot. I do think that Risky has a pretty good Sona design all in all. It is a little generic, I will say, with like the red fox like archetype, but it's still good. I like it a lot. I give you about like a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Cypher here in their cat Sona, or their Lynx Sona, I apologize. This is about like a gray lynx with some white on them, some light blue and some dark blue. I like the markings on the back a lot. I think that's very interesting. I like the little separation in the tail with the blue, like zigzag in it. I like the blue zigzag in the tail a lot. That's really interesting. The blue hair is kind of generic. I don't know. I just don't like seeing a lot of like. I like the tints, like the outline of the light blue with like the purple-ish color. I like that. But the hair itself is just nothing special. It's okay. The ears are nice with the like little blue tips on it. I like. No beans, actually. Just claws and white fingertips. Odd choice. Alright, let's take a look at some of this other art. How many JCP? Yeah, I've seen this piece of art from him way too much. Where he's blushing. It's very cute. I like this photo a lot. Then you have this one that he uses as his profile picture, which I like a lot. Then you have this one that I've seen. I've also seen a few more other pieces of art from Cypher. Overall, it's okay. I don't hate it. I don't particularly love it. I think it's just like average. 5 out of 10. And here we have Autumn. They have both their wolf and I believe they have a Dutch angel dragon right here. It looks like it's just a wolf. I'm not sure. Let me take a closer look at this ref here. We got orange and red alternating with some yellow in between. It's a very simple design, but I like it a lot. You should know me by now. I'm very partial to the red and all shades of red. I will say that I don't like yellow, like at all. I don't like the color yellow. But I think that it works here because it's like correlating with all the warm colors, and I like that a lot. Overall, I think that it's a very simple design, but it does its job, and I think it's pretty interesting. Yeah, overall, it's just a very simple design, but it does its job. I like it a lot. It's very simple. For the simplicity, I will give it an extra point and say that this is a 6 out of 10. And here we've got Demonic Wolf here. They have a black and gray, blackish grayish fursona with like red hair, kind of like mine. Except they're like more of a wolf-ish, and they're more dark, and they don't have as much like color down like the front of them like Mischief does. Overall, it's a very, very, very simple design. He's got a blue nose, you got blue eyes, you got the blue paw beans. It's almost too simple to the point of where it's just one color. I think that one color sonas are just kind of basic. I think that if you want to truly make a Sona yours, you should add as much creativity to it as possible. which is why I gave Mischief a scar, which is why I gave Mischief an interesting little scar on his face, which is why I had him have like all red down the front and like the nice little trinket on the tail. That was mainly the artist's interpretation, though. But still, I wanted to give him a lot of personality, and Demonic Sona just doesn't really do that for me. He just is kind of bland, doesn't really have a whole lot to him. I will say this crying one does make me feel very sad, though, for saying stuff like that. I do like the beady little red eyes in this one. But overall, it's not my favorite. But it's still okay. It's not the worst in the world that I've seen, because, good God, I've seen some really bad Fursonas. But overall, Demonics isn't the worst. I just don't like it very much. 4 out of 10. Next up, we have Hyper here. Hyper only has this one photo. I've known Hyper for, I think, like a year and a half now. I haven't really talked to them much. Probably should do that. Anyway, we got this like gray wolf with some blue on him and some yellow. Again, I don't like yellow. That's just my personal preference. I do think that it suits him because I do like the light blue and the little tips on the top as well. I personally just don't like yellow a lot, but I will say that it does look well on him, even though that's the only design that I've ever seen him have. So take that with a grain of salt. But overall, I'd say the Sona is more interesting than a couple of the others that I've seen here, because it uses more than just like 1 or 2 colors. It uses 3, I get that, but it uses them differently to the point of it not being generic. So for that, I give it a 5 out of 10. I can't believe we had over 20 submissions for this thing. This is crazy. Thank you guys so much. This is actually really fun. There's a lot of fucking wolves in here. Next up, we have Arceus here. I love this design so much. I love it. I love it a lot. I love the red. I love the black. I love the spiky collar. Oopsies, that's my mouse. I love the spiky collar. I love the red hoodie. Oh my god, I love it. I like the little scar on the eye. I like the 2 different eye colors. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. I love everything about this Sona. He's just beautiful. Oh, he has little markings over his, like, below his eye, too. I love it. As you can see, I'm very partial to a certain color scheme. But this is a very, very good Sona. I love it a lot. It's very vibrant. I like it a lot. It's got everything that I like in a Sona. And overall, if I didn't have Mischief like as a cat, this is probably somewhere close to what he would look like as a wolf or as like a fox or something like that. This is close to what I would want him to look like. So 10 out of 10. I love it a lot. Thank you so much, Ark. Next up, we have Soli here. I don't know what species this is. I think it's a Fulf, if I had to guess. It's like this blue, white, gray Fulf with like big, beady green eyes, and a nice little purple strip down the back. I like it. There is simplicity to it, which is a little kind of boring, but this simplicity is nice. I like the blue mixed in with the gray, mixed in with the white. I like that a lot. I like the little like overlapping of the gray and the white on the toes. I like that a lot with like the little like light blue claws. It's kind of what Mischief has as well, like the light blue claws. I like that a lot. Overall, it's a pretty good Sona. It's pretty alright. Plus, it's got like a unique name as well, Soli. I don't hear that very often. Cause you have various Sonas that are based off of like adjectives or you have various names based on adjectives or things that happen in real life. Like you have Hyper, you have Mischief, for Mischievous, you have Risky, you have Autumn. Like they're very basic names, but they make sense. But I like this a lot. I like the name, I like the Sona, I like everything about this. This is very good. 7 out of 10. Next up we have Viv. Hi Viv, how are you? They only sent me this piece of art. I think she kind of ditched the way her old Sona looked, so now it looks something more like this. I do think I have her old ref sheet though. I could go off of. I like the nice beige color. I like the white, and then I believe she changed it for a blackish color here. Yeah, it's more black, more beige, more like grayish. It's a very good Sona. I think it's cute. I think it's interesting, and I overall think it's a pretty solid Sona. And overall, I'd say that it it's like middle of the road, if then slightly above. So I'll give her like a 6 out of 10. It's pretty solid. I just think that there could be more. All right, we got a couple submissions here from Ty Volpine. We've got this one kangaroo here that looks like they're, or like, is it a kangaroo? Is it a horse? What is this? I honestly can't tell what this is. It looks like a horse mixed with a coyote or something like that. I honestly can't tell what this is. I apologize. But it's very simple. It's got like the white, it's got like the yellow hair, it's got like the beigeish brown. It's got like brown paws. I like that. Overall, it's a very unique design for a Sona, but overall the color scheme is just kind of overall the color scheme is just kind of boring. I don't like that I'm saying boring for most of the part because that means like I'm like demeaning the Sona like color choices. I don't mean to do that. I really don't. But when I say boring, I mean like I see it over and over and over again. That's not saying that it's bad. It's just saying that I don't like seeing it over and over again, and I would like variety. And then we have this gray Sona off to the right here that I think is also pretty interesting. It's kind of the same purpose as like the other one, but this one's like more of like a fox or a wolf here. I think it's pretty interesting. I think this one's a little bit better than the other one. Then we got this big muscular bunny over here. Oh my good god. I don't know if I should be showing that on YouTube. I will say all of them are pretty okay. They're all pretty decent. I'll give all of them across the board. I'll give them 5 out of 10. They're all solid. All right, now we have Luxury. Luxury's a wolf, a nice blue and black wolf with a scar over the eye. I like that. Points for that. They have like little black marks around the foot. That's interesting. It's a very simple design, only blue and gray, but this one has interesting markings that I like a lot. It's got the scar, which definitely gives it points. I like that a lot. I like the black ears. The black ears are really nice. The little paws. Oh, there's like gray on like the elbows too. Huh, interesting. Kind of cuts off at the thigh though, which is a little weird. But hey, that's okay. I do like that it's a little bit different of a wolf than some of the others that are seen, where it's not just one singular color all the time. Like, it's how I was going back to, like, with Demonic, where if you have a certain color that's just present throughout almost the entire Sona, and there's no, like, color break from it, then it becomes boring. But if there is, like, overlapping with different colors, I like it a lot. Like this one. I like the blue and the gray mixed together because it's not just... It's predominantly blue, but there is the gray there to make sure that it doesn't become overpowering, if that makes any sense at all. Overall, I think that Luxury's got a pretty good Sona, and I think that it's pretty cute. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Alright, we got one here from Ari. It appears that we have a Vixen here. I do like Vixens. They're very interesting to me. We have a nice little design, kind of like what Jasmine from Aladdin would look like. But I think this is it's very simple, but it's also very nice. It's like brown and it's got the white with the nice like kind of pinkish eyes that match the clothes. I like that a lot. And the nice long red hair. Very, very interesting. I don't know why I'm holding my coffee. Yeah, this is very... I like the Sona a lot. I think that it's very interesting, and I like the like clothing design that this person chose. I think it's very interesting. I will say it does fall under the category of it's predominantly one color, so it's not as good as it could be. But overall, I think that the fashion choice and I think that the long red hair gives it enough of an advantage to be pushed to a 6 out of 10. I think it's very good. Next up, we got Echo, because it's E-C-K-O, not E-C-H-O. But Echo here is a fox, and I think that I will definitely take a deeper look into this. Seems like we've got a green and black fox here with some white on him as well. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting color scheme. I do think that the black and the green do work well with each other. I think that's very interesting. Right now we got the one with the him holding a PS5 controller, I believe. I don't know. I don't play PlayStation. I like that. I like the green eyes. I like the green nose. I like the fade in with the green and the black hair. I think that fade in hair like that on Sonas is just so cool to me. I think it's so nice. And we got the little green paw beans. It is predominantly green and black, but there is white there to make up for it, which I think is really good. All right, let me check out some of the other ones. We have one of like an up close shot of like the face here. That's very interesting. Got like the green and the white in the ear, the nice nose, the paws. I think that this is a good Sona. I like this Sona a lot. I am a big favorite of black. Black is one of my favorite colors. And then this one, he's shooting himself into space. And he's got pecs. Woo! Overall, I'd say that this is a pretty good Sona. I think that there is definitely some creativity to be held in this, and I think that this is a very, very interesting Sona compared to a lot of the others that I've seen so far. Thank you so much, Echo. You get a 7 out of 10. We have our first hyena here with Coda. Thank you so much. We have a trans femme hyena here named Coda. Very interesting. we have some nice outfits down here with like the little dress, and we have like the fishnets with the black clothes. Prefers black clothes? Yes. Black clothes look so good on pretty much everybody. I like the design here with like the clothing with the long black boots, the black jeans, the belt, and the purple shirt. I like that a lot. It's very interesting. The tail being a mix of red and blue to match the head and the hair and the ears. I like that a lot. It's very interesting. It is predominantly one color of like this beigeish yellow. Again, I don't like that it's all one color. But I will say, when you put the outfits on, it does make it better because it's got like the mix of colors that I like with like take like this outfit for example with the black and the fishnets and the boots along with the beigeish yellow. I think that works really well. But if we're judging it based on the Sona itself and not anything else, like not just the outfits, I will say that it does get bumped down a little bit for being predominantly one color throughout the Sona. I do like the purple strips here along the eyes, which I think is really cool. Overall, I'll say that it's a pretty solid Sona. I think it's okay. I think that there could be more done to it, but I do think that this is a very, very good Sona, all in all. 6 out of 10 for me. Next up, we've got Kiwi the Angel Dragon. Alright. You got kind of like a Ho-Oh design going on. I think that's pretty interesting. You got like the rainbow wings. You got like ram horns wrapped around. I think that's very interesting. You got like the scales mixed in with the hair and the feathers. I think that's very, very interesting that you went with like the spikies like through the head, and then like the hair on the tail, and then like the feathers on the end of the tail. I think that's very interesting. I will say you did predominantly like choose a look that looks a lot like Ho-Oh from Pokemon. Which I don't hate. I love Ho-Oh as a Pokemon. I think it looks beautiful, and I think that this Sona looks beautiful. But I do think that there could be more creativity to be had, considering that it looks almost identical. But I will say, it for what it is, it looks very nice, and I do like the inclusion of the ram horns a lot. I think that that's very interesting. Overall, I'd say this Sona is pretty solid. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Next up, we've got one called Conspi here. Here we are again with the one color shit, dude. It's not your fault. I'm sure that you just really like the colors that you choose, and I'm not going to fault you for that. You can do whatever you want, but like, for me, having a Sona that's literally just the color blue, there's nothing really interesting about it. You got yellow ears and yellow eyes and white paws, and that's about it. Because I can't see your lower half with this either, so I could just kind of guess, like, from the top up, that you just have a primarily blue Sona. And overall, considering I don't have much to go off of, and considering that I don't really know what species you are or what you're trying to go for, I'm gonna have to give it like a 2 out of 10. I honestly don't like this very much. I will say that I do like the white nose, and I do like the white paws to try and take away from all of that blue. But overall, there's not a whole ton that I like about this Sona. I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. This Sona is not very good to me. I will say, you can have whatever Sona you like, once again, but I will say that I'm not sugarcoating when I say I don't personally like this Sona. But that's just my opinion. Everybody else has another opinion. They might love your Sona. But for me, not for me. 2 out of 10. Jesus, we've got a lot of these to go through. Next up, we have Emmy with their Sona Chili, who looks to be some sort of goat, I believe? I do like the design of goats. I think they're very interesting, and this one is no different. This one's red, brown, and black, and I like that a lot. Nice yellow, like a nice little beige face. I like that a lot. Got bright yellow eyes. I like the interesting design of the horns, how they kind of like spiral up. I like that a lot. Yeah, I think this Sona is very solid. I like the nose ring. It's very interesting. And then you got the... I like the little blip. This one's very nice. This last photo here of them just kind of like standing there. I like that a lot. It's very interesting. I love the horn swivel, and I like the floofy hair. I like how the fur is like pronounced on this one. Like it's very like much to like a ghost fur. Like it would be like a little like hanging over rather than just having it be like all over the place like a dog or a wolf. I think that that's very interesting, and I think that this is a very good Sona. I think that it may be more interesting if you gave it a little more color than black and red, but overall, I'd say that this is a very good Sona for what it is, and I think that it's very interesting. I will give this a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have Sunset Fox. This is what I want in a Sona. This is a beautiful Sona. I love this a lot. I love the pink hair. I love the white body with the beige and like the light orange. And it goes down and it looks like a sunset, and I think it's beautiful. I love it so much, and this is only the ref sheet. I haven't even looking at the second photo yet. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I love it already. I love how we're starting out. It's got the beautiful blue eyes too. Oh, I love it. This is beautiful art. Please go check out this artist. And this Sona, mwah, I love it. This is what I want in a Sona. If I wouldn't have Mischief, I would want your Sona. Your Sona is beautiful. I think that it's really good, and it's got those simple elements, but it's also got like the interestingness of having different colors in it, and it actually does pull off the sunset look very well. I think that it's very interesting. I give you a 10 out of 10. This is fantastic. Please get more art so I can appreciate your Sona more. Next up, we've got Wilbur the Husky here. We got a green husky with like some gray and some black and some purple in there. Got the scar down the back, got the blue tongue and the blue ears. I think that this is a pretty okay Sona. I think it's okay. There's nothing that really screams out to me that makes me think of it as very interesting. I think the scar's cool, and I think the paw being purple are nice. I like the tip of the tail being purple as well. I like the scar down the eye as well, and the purple eyes as well. It's very solid. It's very solid. There's nothing to write home about it, but that's fine. Overall, I'd say that this husky is pretty solid. I think that there is definitely some interesting components to this Sona. I just think that it doesn't really mesh perfectly. That being said, it is still solid for what it is. I will give you a 6 out of 10. Next up, we've got a bear. Borrow the bear, to be specific. And it looks like he's wearing like this like red overcoat with like this nice white shirt. I can't really tell what he looks like underneath all of that, but he's got like the nice like brown bear aesthetic with like the little watch as well. I think he's a very simple design, but he pulls off the bear look nice, and I think that he's very cool. He's a very okay bear. I think that he's a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 solely for the reason that it goes by the one color rule again, but there's not really a whole ton that you can do with bears, so I'm giving you a little bit of leeway for that, so I'm saying 5 out of 10. Not out of disrespect for your Sona, but saying that there's not a whole lot you can do with bears, in my opinion, to make them a little more interesting than what they already are. But thank you for your submission. I think you're a 5 out of 10, and I hope that you go about your day. Next up, we've got Sparkplug here with their Fox Sona. Look at this little boyo here. Look at him. He's got like, is that like blue or purple? I can't tell. It's got like the blue, purple, and the orange. The blue, purple, whatever this is. I apologize. I can't see the color very well. I do like how it blends in with the orange, and I do like how the white blends in with both of them. I think that this is very interesting. It's not super creative with markings or with scars or anything like that, so that does definitely bring it down a little. But overall, I'd say that this is a pretty solid Sona. I like the orange eyes. I like how the orange blends into the white, and then the orange also blends into like the bluish purple as well. I like how all three components are used in the ears. I think that's really interesting. I like this pic of them falling over. It's very funny to me, even though I'm pretty sure that. Oh, my neck. Ow. Holy shit. Ow. Overall, I'd say your Sona is really good. Now, before I give myself any more neck pain, I give you a 7 out of 10. Thank you. Next up, we've got a bird. Aura the macaw. Definitely don't see birds very much in this furry fandom, oddly enough. I do think that the macaw design is very, very cool. I do think that birds are cool. So I definitely will be giving you extra points for that, because you don't see birds very often, and birds are cool. We got like a greenish bird here with some black, and then we got like a little like rainbow-ish tail going on. I think that's very interesting. This is a bird that I would like to hug. This is a huggable bird. It is predominantly green, but that's not a bad thing here because you've also got other colors to balance it out, which I like a lot. You got the rainbow tail, which is definitely the selling point for me. I like the tail a lot. It's very interesting. We got like an 8-bit like pixel art of them with a sniper rifle. Nice. I like this one a lot. I like the detail on the feathers. I like the nice black beak. I like the glasses. This is a very simple bird. I am definitely simping for this bird. This bird is nice. Oh, there's a bird with another bird. There's 2 birds. Ah! Overall, I'd say this bird is definitely very interesting. It definitely gets points for being a different species than most other furries out there. I like that a lot. Overall, the Sona is very good. I like it a lot, and so I shall give you an 8 out of 10. Very good job. Very good job designing your Sona. Finally, we have Rex here with their dragon. I think it's a dragon Sona. Overall, it's got a simple gray design. It's got a darker gray for like the horns and for the inside of the ears and the hair. And then it's got like this. It's got this outfit with like the blue jean pants and then like the red traveler coat and the backpack. It's okay. The Sona itself is okay. I like the glasses and I like the big yellow eyes. But overall, it does fall under the one color rule, where I don't like it as much because I don't think that one color Sonas are very good, personally. Regardless, this is a Dragon Sona, and this is a very nice Dragon Sona at that. I do think that it is very solid. I'll give you a 5 out of 10. And that's it. That's all the Sonas that were sent in to me. Thank you guys so much for sending them in. If you guys like this video, I'll definitely do a part 2, and I'll make another post. And I won't be doing repeats. I will be keeping these to make sure that I'm not doing any repeats. So please, if you do like this concept, definitely leave a like down below. I will be checking those out. And definitely leave me some feedback if you want to just talk about things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.